Are your products amazing, but your sales just don't show it? It may not be your products at all, but how you're displaying them. Today, we have 5 booth display tips that vendors are using. Plus, we have an awesome bonus tip at the end that's going to instantly increase your customer engagement. If you want people to stop, shop, and buy in your booth, these tips are for you. Whether you're a food vendor, a crafter, or anything in between, these tips will help get customers to engage in your booth and increase your sales overall. I'm Bill Davenport with Anchored Market Ventures. We're your #1 source for vendor knowledge and empowerment. If you like this video, be sure to check the description below. We have a link for our 125 vendor tip ebook. Just click the link, sign up totally free, and get your copy today. Our first tip is use vertical space. Don't keep everything flat on a table. When you do that, your items disappear. Your booth doesn't look attractive, and it's hard to catch folks that are walking by your booth's attention. You want to use crates, shelves, risers to stand your products closer to eye level. They're objects to raise your product up. It's kind of risers are a way that you can create multi-level displays very easily and very simple. They're not expensive. You can make them yourself. You can buy them very inexpensively. So you can put your products on them. It gives it a little bit of depth and texture also at your booth, but it raises products up higher so that they're closer to customers' eyes. Another setup that you could use if you're a cottage food vendor is you could use something like this. This is a display riser. It protects your baked goods, but it also elevates it so that it's not laying flat on your table. But risers and display cases that get items up closer to eye level are definitely something you want to look at. It helps increases sales. Another thing that you can look at is kind of a pro tip is put your best sellers higher so that it catches your customers' attention first. It draws them into an item that sells really well, and then it leads right into the rest of your products. So definitely use your vertical space well. Our second tip is create natural product groupings, whether that's soap and lotion, it's bread and jelly, necklaces and earrings, whatever your product is or products that you sell, you want to group them together. You don't want to have just random stuff displayed all over your booth. You want it in a very organized and logical manner so that it flows. When it flows and there's bundles of stuff, it gives customers an option. So if they're buying soap, lotions are a great option too. It's a natural option for folks to look at, and you can increase your sales from just selling a soap to now you just sold a bundle. If you're selling jewelry, if somebody buys a necklace, there's a good chance they're going to want to buy earrings. So put those items together, and it's kind of the same concept with bread and jelly. If you're selling bread then and you also sell jelly and other farm products, put those together. It's a natural pairing. Folks use them together. You want your booth to have a flow. In here in this picture, you can kind of see that there's lotions, it goes to soap. There's a lot of products in this booth, but they're all grouped very naturally, and there's a flow to the display. So this is something you want to look at. You want to really put a little bit of attention to, and it's going to help increase your sales at your market. Customers love to see bundle offerings. And use odd numbers, 3, 5. Your odd numbers, believe it or not, create more of a visual appeal. Things are very natural, and we skip over it when it's even. But when it's an odd number, it catches our attention, and use that to your advantage inside your booth. If you're getting some value out of these tips, be sure to stick around to the end for our bonus tip. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's easy to implement, and it's something you can do at your next market that most vendors don't, and it'll instantly increase your vendor engagement and increase your sales. Tip number 3, highlight a hero product. What's a hero product? It's your best seller, or it's an item that you really want to draw customers' attention to. You want to put that and display it in a very prominent way. You want to use signs that say bestseller or hot product or new release. Whatever it is, you want to display it. You don't want to overwhelm customers and have your bestseller or your hot item blend into the rest of your booth. So use signage to let folks know, hey, this is our best seller. You don't want to do it on every product, but when you do this to one product, it's easy to help the customers flow into other products or offer alternate products that complement your best seller. So if somebody's interested in, say, this particular bar of soap, you can say, if you love that bar of soap, this pairs very well with it. You want to highlight a hero product. Again, you want to elevate it so that it's more in eyesight. When stuff is closer to the eyes, it sells. Highlight it with a sign. It doesn't have to be a professionally made sign, but it has to look professional. Highlight that hero product, give people something to focus on, and it leads them to the rest of your products. Tip 4 is clear and professional signage. What good, clear signage does for you at your booth is it takes the guesswork out of your products, out of your price, out of your brand. You don't want customers walking by and guessing what it is that you do, how much your products are. That deters folks from coming in and shopping. With good, clear, professional looking signage, you're going to increase customer engagement at your booth. It's going to keep them in your booth longer, and it's going to allow you to interact with them, and that's going to lead to sales. You don't have to go and get signs made at a professional place, though that's an option, and it's one that we definitely don't discourage. You can use handwritten signs. Just make sure the writing is neat, it's clear. You don't want to clutter it with weird designs and fonts. Just kind of straight to the point. In this picture, we have local beef. It lets folks know there's no antibiotics or no hormones. They have grain-fed beef, grass-fed beef, and they sell Wagyu, and they have bundle packages available along with their single cuts. So that takes the guesswork out of folks coming up. Hey, do they have bundles because I'm having a family get together? Yes, they do. Let me ask about them. They sell Wagyu. I've been interested in that, so I'll go talk to them. You want to have clear and professional looking signage. You want it legible in a neat font. Handwritten's fine. Again, just make sure it's legible and neat. Words like handmade, fresh, limited edition, that adds urgency, so that inspires folks that are walking by your booth to stop, and then that leads to sales. So clean, professional signage. And tip number 5 is keep your booth area clean and inviting. Clutter equates to chaos. If you have stuff laying all around, or you don't have tablecloths and table skirts for your tables that go all the way to the ground, when folks can see all of your baskets and your tubs and all your stuff laying all around, it gives them the impression that you're not professional, that you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants. You don't want that. You want your booth to be clean. You want it to be cluttered free, and that makes it an inviting space for customers to come into. In this photo here, in this display, they got full length table skirts, so they can put some of their tubs and stuff they bring their items in underneath the table, but it's blocked from view. It's a great use of the space, but it still gives a very clean and inviting booth appearance that is not going to deter customers from coming into their booth. And when you do this, you also want to make sure you're leaving room in your booth for customers to come in and browse. You don't want to use every inch of space inside your booth so that it feels cluttered. The more open and inviting you can make your booth space, the better it's going to be for you and your sales. If you're noticing folks aren't coming in, don't be afraid during the market to shift your booth layout around and make it a little bit more inviting so that folks will come into your booth and start shopping. That leads us to our bonus tip. You want to stand up. Don't sit behind your table at a market. You've noticed in a couple of our pictures here, this vendor is standing up, and we also have in this booth display, the vendor is standing up. Sitting makes you less approachable. Customers assume that you're not interested, whether that's a right or wrong assumption. That is an assumption that a lot of customers make when they see you sitting behind a booth. Sitting behind a booth makes it where you're not visible. It makes it seem like that booth may not have somebody in it. If there's somebody not there, customers are going to keep walking. And standing puts you at eye level and shows you're ready to help and engage with the customers. Standing vendors sell more product. That's statistical fact across all markets in the United States. It builds trust, it shows energy, and it's an easy way for you to start conversations and making that connection with customers that come by your booth. If you need to rest, step aside or bring a tall stool so that when you're sitting, you're still closer to eye level. Definitely stand up. Don't sit at your booth. It costs you nothing, and it's an instant way to start getting customer engagement and increasing sales at your local market. If this video has helped you out, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks, and be sure to check the description below for our 125 vendor tips, which will also allow you to sign up for our Farmers Market Junction newsletter that we send out weekly with vendor tips and all things farmers market. What's one booth display you're going to use this week? Or do you have a farmers market hack that you use in your booth? Let us know down in the comments below. We'd love to hear it, and we'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't gotten your copy of the Farmers Market Success, a comprehensive guide for vendors, the link will be down below. Get your copy today, whether you're a brand new vendor or you've been doing markets for quite a while. There's a lot of great information in this book from A to Z about being a vendor, things to think about, how to create a business out of your side hustle. Definitely get this. It's perfect for all vendors. Thank you for watching this video, and we can't wait to see you guys out at the next market.